Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the webinar. We are getting together today as part of our Harvest Fuel Initiative Kenya group to talk about two things. One, creating a Google My Business page, and the other is getting set up on Twitter. We're hoping you can use these webinars to start using social media more for your business, and these are both very effective tools for branding and getting the word out and being found on the internet. So with that, we again have our two interns at TCP this summer, Abby Rose Notarnicola and Ella Smith, who are helping us out with this online information. So we're going to turn it over first to Abby Rose, and she's going to talk to you about creating a Google My Business page. Okay, it's all yours, Abby Rose.
Thank you, Sylvia. So like Sylvia said, today we're going to be talking about how to create a Google My Business page. My name is Abby Rose Notarnicola. I'm going to be a sophomore at the George Washington University this fall. I joined Sylvia this summer, and I've had such a wonderful time working with her, and I'm so excited to be getting to work with all of you guys. So what is a Google Business page? So essentially, Google My Business is a free and easy to use tool for businesses to just manage their online presence across Google. And this includes Google Search and Google Maps. And essentially, it comes up when someone searches for your business online. It presents your contact information, your location, everything that they need to know about your business in a clear, concise format. So why do you want one? You want one because it's free. Essentially, it is just free advertising for your business. Like I said before, it gives you a presence on Google. And because you can pop up so easily on Google Search and Google Maps, it creates this free internet visibility that's really valuable for your business. It also creates customer engagement, and this is through providing contact information, reviews, links to your website, to your social media. It can make it really easy for customers to contact you, engage with your website, your social media, with your products. Again, on this reviews, there's a reviews feature that can create a really good brand awareness, which can increase traffic and sales to your business. If you look in the example on the right, there's one review that has 5 stars. So when people go and see your Google My Business page, it would boost appeal because they're going to see that you have 5-star ratings, and that's really good, and customers want to see that, and they'd be more inclined to click on your page, consider buying your products, getting in touch when you have higher ratings. And then in general, it just creates brand awareness, which again can increase traffic and sales. And according to Google, businesses are 70% more likely to attract local visits from browsing users. So again, really important to create this brand awareness through a Google My Business page. So what features does it have? So it displays your location, your store hours, your phone number, your email. It lists your websites and your social medias. You can post photos. You can post updates and special offers. There's a messaging feature which allows customers to message you, but you can only respond to those messages on the Google My Business app, which we're going to talk about later. And also there's this great tool called Insights, where you can actually see how many people view your page, how they search to get to your page, and just general customer engagement around your page, which is just really useful for knowing what people search to find your business. So what do you need to create one? So you just need your contact information, you need a business description, you need photos, including product photos, employee photos, location photos. They have different categories for you to input photos into. You can even input videos actually on any of the topics that are listed, and I'll point out to you guys where those are. And then most importantly, you actually need a Gmail account. It's incredibly simple to set up a Gmail. I linked it as the first link in the resources page that just tells you how to do it, but you simply just search up Gmail account and you click create one or new login, and it just walks you right through the steps. Very simple. And again, that resource is in the back on the last slide. Okay, so now I'm just going to walk you guys through how to create your Google My Business page. Does anyone have any questions before I start, or does Sylvia, do you want to add any comments?
Uh, thanks, Abby. Yeah, just a quick one on the Google My Business page. When you have your location plugged in,
Yeah.
you pop up first. So if someone was searching briquettes in Nairobi and you were closest to their location and you have a Google My Business page, you pop up, your business page pops up for them before anyone else. So it's great for local searching. That's just wanted to emphasize that.
Exactly, yes. Okay, so now we're just going to switch over. I'm going to do a little screen share and walk you through how to set one up. So all you do is you just search Google My Business on your browser. This is the first link that pops up. The first thing that you're going to do is click Manage Now. You can either click it on the bottom left or the top right. So since my school email kind of is the auto default, it won't let me use it to create a Google My Business page. I just wanted to show this in case anyone ran into a similar problem with one of their accounts. But you just click here, signing with a different account, and just select whichever email you wish to choose. So the first thing you're going to do is just going to type in your business name. It's going to keep it incredibly simple. And so it allows you to search for your business. And if it comes up, then you know you already have one. It's just a little searching tool, so don't get confused when it says search. So this is your Briquette Producer Core business name. You're going to click Next. So you're going to choose a category. You can just type in, I believe there's fuel, yeah, fuel supplier. Just kind of work with whichever category best fits you. I found that this one was the most general. So do you want to add a location customers can visit, like a store or office? If you do, you want to click Yes, and you want to click Next. What is the address? You just input the address. For the sake of this, just put in my home address, click Next. State. Do you also serve customers outside of this location? If you do, you want to click Yes if you delivered your customers, and then you want to click Next. So here you can just add whatever areas that you service. Just going to add a random area. You're going to hit Next. And again, you can keep adding more areas. Then you want to add in your contact details. Again, all the stuff that we're putting now, we can edit later. So if something, maybe you put in something wrong, or you're not sure about any information, or you want to just add to it, of course, you can go back and I'll show you guys where we're going to do that. You can add, so if you don't, there's a place to put in a website. If you don't have a website, it's no problem. You just click, I don't need a website. It just means that the URL won't show up. You can put in a contact number for your business, so your business phone number. And now you've finished the basic setup of just creating your business page. You're just going to click Finish. All right, so this is a very important step. So once you create your business page, Google just wants to verify that you are in fact a business. For example, me just creating this page and my house, I'm obviously not a business. So once they figure that out, I will not be verified and I won't be able to use my account. But what they're going to do is they're going to send you a postcard to your address, to your business address. And there will be a way that you can like take a code from that card and verify your account. So you're going to see that there's a few features that are going to be restricted right now when I go through the Google My Business page because we're not officially verified. But it's a very important step because again, it just ensures that you are in fact a business. So you're just going to hit, so you want to, you can put your name into the postcard name that's going to be shipped to you, and then you just click mail. So now you know that your postcard is coming. So my postcard is coming to me. And then we're just going to click continue. So now we're just gonna add in some more basic information. Again, I'm gonna show you guys how to go back and edit all of this. Before I continue, does anybody have any questions? Sylvia, do you have any comments you wanna add?
Nobody's put any questions yet. No, it's good so far. Thanks, Abby.
Okay, great. So, so then again, you're just gonna know when you're open for business. So say you're open Monday through Friday, and then you can even add your store hours if you want to. So you just, scroll and select. So we're just gonna hit save. Oh, I think it wants me, so let's turn these off for now. So I guess once you select the day, you have to input the time. So now you're just going to put in a business description. Again, this can take the form of a mission statement. You just want to tell everyone what your business is, what do you guys do, what are your initiatives. You only have 750 characters, so it's not an essay, but you can definitely include a lot of valuable information. This is what readers are going to go to probably the first thing after just looking briefly at your pictures. This is going to be what's going to tell them about your business. You definitely want it to be a good piece of writing that just captures what you guys do, what you're selling, what your goals are, etc. I'm just going to put in a little filler just for the sake of this. And again, you probably want to be a little bit more descriptive. Hit save. So here, just adding photos of your business. Again, I'm going to show you guys where you can go and add more and add into the different categories that they have. I'm just going to drag and drop. So when you see these little dotted lines, that means you can most typically drag and drop. So you just have to click on add photos, and then you just drag it in. Or you can, click on the center icon, and that will bring you to your like media library to download from if it's in your downloads and not easy just to drag through your desktop. So now you're just going to click next once it shows up, and then you're going to click continue, and here you go. So now this is just your home page once you're on your My Business Page account. I'm just going to take you through just a few of these tabs on the left-hand side, just point out just some important features. So just on this home page, it's the first one, the top selection on the left sidebar. I'm just going to show you guys how you can add a manager to your page. So this is very similar with your Facebook business page, where you can actually add other people to help manage your My Business page. So it's it's under home. You just have to scroll down a little bit to get to it. It's right here. You're just going to click send invite. And then you're going to click, so this is me, the primary owner. You're going to click add users, and I'll add in Ella so you guys can see, Ella Smith. And then you just click choose role, and again, you can keep adding more people if you wish. And I'm going to say manager, so she can help manage the My Business page and have all the same editing access as I do. And then I'm just going to click invite. And it says that she's invited. Ella should have gotten an email that allows her to accept the invitation, and then you're just all good to go. Okay, so next we are going to go to posts, which is just right underneath the home on the left-hand side. Just click on posts. So this is just going to pop up. You're just going to click try now on the bottom. So it brings you to this general posting layout. On the top, you want to scroll around to see what applies to you. They have this new COVID-19 update feature, which is really handy. If you have an offer that you want people to know about, if there's something new, maybe a new product you want them to know about, I'm just going to scroll with this little arrow icon in the top right. You can just go to the end. So if you have an event coming up, you can post about an event. Or if you just want to post about a product, you can do that as well. This is a new feature, this posting on Google My Business pages. And it actually is a really great feature because, say, like Sylvia was saying, someone just searches up briquettes in their neighborhood and you pop up and say, you pop up with a deal or an offer or a product. People are going to be more inclined to click on that because it, again, increases engagement. It appeals to customers who would want a deal or an offer, etc. So I'm just going to walk you guys through just how to do a product. It's basically all the same information that they ask. So again, what you want to do is add in a photo. I'm just going to keep using the same image just for the sake of this. So you just drag your photo in. It appears right there. You're going to just input your product name. So I'm just going to keep it simple, do the business name, add briquettes at the end. Select category. Here you want to create a new category, and product category, you can just make it briquettes. You can make it even more specific if you like, and you can add just with a comma any more categories that you'd like to put it in. You can also do a fixed price or a price range. If you want a price range, you just do minimum price to maximum price. Fixed price would just be however be the actual just price of the one item. So I'm just going to put in a random amount right now. Then again, you just want to put in a product description. Just going to keep it simple. Maybe you want to include what is in your briquettes, how they are sold, if it's by the bag or by weight or whatever would be just useful information for your customers when looking to buy your product. And then, and also you have 1,000 words for this product description, so you do have a lot to describe as much as you want, but then again, you don't want to, over describe. Then you have add button, which is an optional feature, but it just adds like again on the Facebook page, a blue button that can make it easy for people to take action on buying this product. So you can have a buy button, an order online button. I'm just going to show you guys the learn more button. You just add a link in. I'm just going to link to the Facebook page that we created for a business. That can be, you want to learn more about this product, about our business. You just click on this link and it brings you to our Facebook page. And maybe there's, more deals there, just more information for them to get. So once this is all filled out how you like it, you're just going to click publish on the lower right-hand side. And there you go. So under products on the lower left-hand side over here on the sidebar, it's just going to show you what products that you've posted. So it just comes up here. Okay, so after we just went through some posts, we're just going to go to info. That's right underneath posts on the left-hand side. So like I was saying earlier, this is where you can edit all of the information that we input when you're creating the page. And you can do that just by clicking these little pen icons on the right-hand side. So say you wanted to add your store hours, like we didn't do that before. You just click on that pen, adjust whatever you want, add whatever hours you want. Click apply on the bottom right-hand side over here. And as you see, it's just saving everything. And there you go. So again, just if you want to, edit anything that we put in when you're first creating the page, you do that under info on the left-hand side. So after info, we're just going to go to insights. That's right underneath info on the left-hand sidebar. So like I was saying before, in some cases, because we're not officially verified, we're not going to have no one's looking at our page yet, so we won't be able to see our insights. But Sylvia is showing us the insights from the charcoal project, so I'm just going to show you guys that from the presentation.
And just so everyone knows, so Abby has put all these screenshots in the presentation too, so it's a good reference. It's different than the live one she's showing, but it's all the same, essentially all the same information.
Yes, everything I go over I just include screenshots in the presentation, which you guys will have access to. So definitely, if anything is confusing, definitely refer back to these. But Sylvia just shared with us what the Insight page looks like when you are verified. So it essentially just shows you how customers find your page. It tracks your searches, your customer actions, and it shows up in a bunch of different chart formats. It's just really great information to know, again, what is working for your page and how people are finding you, because if you're trying to attract local customers, you can see what local customers search to find you, which can help you refine how your business page is set up. So that's Insights. And then we're just going to go down one more on the left-hand side to reviews. Again, reviews, because you're not verified, no one can access your page, no one can review on your page, so we're not going to have any reviews. But we do have an example again in the slides, and we, of course, encourage you guys to go back to these slides if you want to see these more in depth. So here we have an example of Sylvia writing a review. As you can see, when people see your page, they see the ratings right away, displayed very prominently. So it's important just to have people review on your page. It's really great to respond to your reviews, especially if reviews are positive, you just want to thank them for their review. If reviews are negative, you don't want to, start fighting people on your page. That is not going to look very good. Instead, it's recommended that you just say, we're sorry that you experienced this. Here's this contact number if you want to, talk to us more about your experience so we can figure out what went wrong, etc. But in general, it's just a really great way for customers to be drawn to your business, because they're going to see the 5 stars and know that they're going to be in good hands. It's going to be a great service. So there's definitely a lot of benefits to having the reviews page or section on your My Business page. Next, we're just going to go right underneath to messaging. Again, we're not verified for messaging yet, but there's actually where you see your messages would come up on the My Google Business Page app. That's how you respond. But what messages is just a super easy way for customers. They just have a question. They can just contact you directly, and it's linked on your business page. So again, great thing just for, communicating with your customers, just being readily available to answer their questions. Again, we just recommend having this set up and having the app just so you don't miss any messages or inquiries if people are trying to contact you. Next, we're just going to look at photos. This is what I was talking about earlier, how there's all these different categories for putting in photos or videos. So, for example, there's exterior, interior of your business location. At work could be just behind the scenes. Team could be your employees, employee pictures. Identity is just the cover photo that comes up most prominently, and your logo that you want to put in. Again, just recommended to input really quality photos and videos into a bunch of these categories to really give people a feel of your business, of your products, of the people who work your business. Again, shows that human side to your business that's valuable for customers. Does anybody have any questions here about anything that I've gone over so far?
Doesn't seem to be any questions yet. Don't be shy, guys.
Okay,
if you have something, go ahead and put it in the chat box. Thanks.
Yeah. So after photos, we're really just kind of wrapping it up here. Again, you can just see on the lower left side the products that you posted. Again, you can just add products easily right over here. Then lastly, there's users. If you just want to add any more users, just easy, quick on the left-hand side. Click done. And that's essentially it. Those are the most important things that you should be including in your page. Again, all this stuff is referenced for you guys in the slides. So and again, if you have any questions about any of that, just let me know. So lastly, I just want to introduce the Google My Business app. So all you do is you just download the app on your phone, you log in with the email that you use to create the page, and it basically just syncs up the app to that page. And again, this is where you can respond to those messages that people send you. It's just a way that you can just manage your page from your phone. So you can get into all those settings that I just went through right from your phone when you have this app. And there's actually a new feature where people can start following your My Business page. So on this app is just where you can see how many followers that you have, if anyone's following your page. But again, it's just really easy to manage your page from this app if you just don't have time to go on your computer and you want to change something, or if you want to upload a post right from your phone with content and media that's on your phone. Again, it just makes it really simple. And then these are just the resources. Again, the first one just shows you how to create a Google account if anyone needs help doing that. And then that is it. So if anyone has questions, let me know, and do not hesitate to reach out to me if you guys need any help with this page.
Thanks, Abby. That was great. Very helpful and resourceful. I hope to see some new Google pages popping up for you guys. So I think we're going to just keep plunging on, and I'm going to turn it over to Ella now, who's going to talk to you about Twitter and setting up a Twitter account. Again, if anyone has questions, you can put them in the chat box, and we'll deal with them as we go, or and we'll probably have time for some questions at the end. So, okay, Ella, you're on.
Okay. So, hello everyone. Now I'm going to go over the basics of Twitter and using Twitter to manage your business. So my name is Ella Smith, and I'm an intern at the Charcoal Project this summer. And I've really been enjoying working with Sylvia and the Charcoal Project and being able to help you guys with social media. So I'm going to walk through the basic things of Twitter, of creating an account, and also some more tips on how to use Twitter to your benefit, and how to use Twitter to manage your business and things like that. And also, once again, throughout the presentation, if you have any questions, please put them in the chat box and I'll answer them as we go. Okay, so to start, why should you use Twitter? Twitter is a great source of entertainment and news for a lot of people, especially news. A lot of people get a lot of information from Twitter overall. So that could be great for you in terms of finding new information about things relevant to your business, but it could also be great for your customers in finding out more information about your business and things relevant to your business. And because it's used for entertainment and news and things like that, you can easily use it to find different trends in the industry and in sustainability and things like that. It's also a great way to increase your branding. In this example, as you can see, this company is consistently using the color orange, which is great for branding and building that color familiarity within your customers, so that they can easily spot your brand when the logo is up or when the color is up or something like that. But you don't even necessarily need to do that to brand. You can also just use Twitter to spread more information about your brand, about your company, and things like that. It's also very informational for customers. Once again, it's a great source of news for a lot of people. And you could use Twitter to inform your customers on your business. You could tell them about new sales, new methods of delivery that you might have, new products that are coming. You could also use it to educate your customers on things such as why briquettes are important to use, why briquettes are more sustainable than charcoal, things like that. So before you start, you want to make sure you have a couple things ready to set up your profile. So you're going to want a profile picture, which is usually your company logo. and a banner photo, which is the photo at the top of your profile when someone clicks on your profile. It's usually one with color and consistent with your logo for branding, or it doesn't even have to be that. It could also be a photo of your product or a photo of your employees, just something that's relevant to your brand. Also, you're going to want a second email address if you already have a personal a personal Twitter profile, because you cannot have more than one account created with the same email. You're also going to have a bio ready. This is usually your mission statement, and it's very short. Its limit is at 160 characters. You're going to want to have a Twitter handle ready. This is something you could do in the process to figure out which names are already taken, which names you can use, because you can't have the same handle as somebody else. Also, you're going to want to have some high quality product photos and employee photos lined up for posts. And if you're here for the Facebook webinar, you'll know that we said high quality photos are very important because, when someone's looking at your profile and they're looking at the photos that you use, if they're poor quality, that might reflect poorly on your brand and things like that. And also, so in this presentation, I'll show you how to set up a business account or an account for your Twitter as if it's for your business. However, there's not any fundamental difference between an account for your business and your personal account. There's no such thing as a special business account on Twitter. But once again, you must have a second email account. But yeah, basically on Twitter, there's no such thing as a business account, simply another normal account that you happen to use for your business. And also, I will show you later on that you can link your business account and your personal account together so that you can manage them both at the same time. So now I'm going to walk you guys through the process of creating an account. And just like for the other presentation, there's screenshots of how to do everything on the slides for you to look back to after. Okay, so here I am on Twitter. This is a personal account that I just created, but I'm going to create an account for a business. So to do that, I'm going to click down here in the bottom left, click my profile, and then I'm going to click, I'm going to click log out. So then I click sign up because I'm creating a new account, and I'm going to do Briquette producer. And then I'm going to click use email. Once again, this can't be the same email you used to create your personal account. So, and then date of birth. Okay. So that's basically all you need to sign up initially. And then a verification code will be sent to your email, which you'll want to enter. Okay, then create your password. And then you're going to pick your profile picture. I'm just going to use a stock image here. And then, like I said, you're going to want to put in your bio, which should be 160 characters or less. So I'm just making up a bio, but okay. And then you can choose any interests that you have. So let's see, you can choose sustainability. You could choose energy. You could choose.
I'll just add, she's picking these topics of interest. These are things that you will get in your feed that are linked to energy, sustainability, or whatever these interests you choose.
Right. Twitter will give you more posts that are relevant to these topics. Okay. And then here at this step, you can follow some people that are suggested to you if you'd like. Yeah, and that's basically all you need to do to set up your account. It's pretty simple, but there's some steps that aren't in the initial setup that you might want to do. So as you can see, there's no banner photo. So if you click edit profile right here, you can add that in. So I'm just gonna add this orange picture. And you can just add something like this, but you could also add a photo of your employees, your product. And then you're gonna also want to add your location. So there's that. And then you can also add in a link to your website, which I don't have because this is a fake account, but you should definitely add a link to your website when you
Abby,
have the chance.
Ella, can you add a link to Facebook or anything if you don't have a website?
Okay. Yeah, you can add a link to your Facebook as well. You can add a link to anything there basically. But yeah, so you can see it shows up right here under your bio once you put in the link. And yeah, that's pretty much it for initially setting up your profile. Oh, actually, one more thing is that you can see you weren't able to choose your username in the initial setup process. So right here, just chose a random username that has to do with my actual name. But to change that, you're going to want to go to more on the left-hand sidebar and then click settings and privacy and then click username. And then you can choose any username that's available. So forget. So that one makes a little bit more sense for me. I'm going to choose that username. Okay. So next, I'm going to teach you guys how to add admins to your business account. So this means basically you can add your personal account as an admin to your Twitter account, to your business Twitter account. So to do that, you have to go to a separate website. So you have to go to tweetdeck.twitter.com, and this is where you can manage some parts of your account. So when you're on TweetDeck, actually, you're going to want to be logged into your personal account. So this is so now I'm logged into my personal account, and I'm going to refresh TweetDeck. And as you can see now, I'm on my personal account on TweetDeck. So once you're in TweetDeck, you're going to want to go to accounts here in the left-hand sidebar, and then you're going to want to click link another account to your own. And this is going to add your personal account as an admin to your business account when you enter your business account here in this step. So now you can see this business account is an account I can act as. So I can do whatever on this account when I am actually still logged into my personal account, which is great. Okay, so now I'm going to go over some more tips for managing your profile. So first of all, you're going to want to keep it professional, but also at the same time, you can add a personal side to it. That's the great thing about using social media to manage your business. It's kind of more personal because you can communicate with customers directly and you can show a human side to your brand. So as you can see in this example for Cookswell, G-codes. They say, they say exactly what their business is for, but they also say they have excellent charcoal ovens, which is a little bit more colloquial. So that adds a more human side to it. And these profiles here on the right, they say, what their job is, what their role is, but they also say mother of twins, married and grateful, or something like that, just to show that they have a more human side and might want to be more, might want to connect with their customers. Another tip for engagement is to follow individual users, just to grow your Twitter community. And also, it's really helpful to look through hashtags that are relevant to you. So you can look through hashtag briquettes, hashtag briquettes Kenya, or something like that. And when you look through those hashtags, you'll be able to see all the posts under those hashtags, and you can find accounts and posts that are relevant to you, and you can follow those accounts or something like that, or you can retweet tweets that are relevant to that. And you can also just monitor these topics under these hashtags through that, so you can get updates on the news and stuff like that. Another
Ella,
thing you can do.
Ella, maybe you could just brief overview in case anyone's not clear on what hashtags are actually used for.
Basically, when you put a hashtag in a post, as you can see here on the right, they put hashtag stop clean cooking vat. When you click on that hashtag, when anybody clicks on that hashtag or looks up that hashtag, they'll be able to see every single post that use that hashtag. So it's really useful for putting all posts that are relevant to one topic under one thing, which is a hashtag. So another thing you can do to increase your engagement on Twitter is to subscribe to lists or become members of lists, which I'm going to show you how to do. So to follow a list, it's really simple. You can find lists by going to profiles that are relevant to you. So I'm going to go to renewable energy world. That's relevant to my briquette business. So I might want to follow some of the lists that they have. So once you're on a profile, you can click on these three dots right here next to follow. And then you can click on view lists. And then you can see all of the lists that this account has. So I'm going to click on renewable energy, and I'm going to follow this list. And then I'm going to get any tweets that they put on this list, any updates to this topic. And that's a really great way for me to get more exposure to things that might be relevant to me. Another thing you can do is just create your own list, which puts a lot of information in one place if you want to have separate lists for separate topics. So you click lists on this left-hand sidebar, and then you click this plus list icon on the top next to the three dots right here, and then you just put a name for a list. So let's see, I'm going to put charcoal briquette, and then you put a description if you'd like. You can make it private or public. So if it's private, then nobody can see it when they click on your profile. And then that's basically it. And then you add anyone who you want to be on the list. And then you have a list. It's pretty simple. Another thing you can do is follow topics. So you
Abby,
can do that.
or Ella, can I just ask a question about the list again? So
yeah.
Once I've added, when you showed the screen about adding people to the list, adding different, you're adding different Twitter accounts to the list, meaning then you're following those people, correct?
I don't think you're following them necessarily.
Are you going to get their feeds? Or are you going to get what they post? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's similar to following, but it'll come in a more organized fashion.
Right. But you should probably follow them anyway. Okay. So you can also follow topics. This is a little bit more broad than making a list because it's not necessarily about specific users, but you do that by clicking more on the side here, then clicking topics, and you can find whatever topic you want. So, click more topics here, and you can go into anything. You could go into outdoors, and you can follow environmentalism and things like that. So then Twitter will give you more information relevant to environmentalism. This is kind of like when you're um, picking your interests in the initial setup process for your Twitter account. So that's really helpful for getting you more information that might be relevant to you or your followers. Okay. So some tips for posting on Twitter. If you're here on Facebook, you'll know that we emphasize that you should use high quality pictures once again. Tweet about newsworthy things. Once again, a lot of people like to use Twitter for news and updates and things like that. So tweet about things that people would find newsworthy and relevant. Use hashtags. Once again, it's really useful for getting your posts more exposure. If people might look at, say the briquette hashtag and they'll see your posts, then they can find your company that way. Also, I recommend posting videos when you can. Once again, videos of high quality, but post videos when you can because videos often get a lot of engagement on Twitter. And keep in mind that the maximum length for a video is 2 minutes and 20 seconds. And also, I would try to tag some popular and public accounts. As you can see in this example, this post, they tagged a couple public accounts. And if they tag the accounts, then people who are following those other accounts that they tagged might be able to see your posts and then find your company that way. So it's just another way to get more exposure on Twitter. And also when you're making a post, it'll give you a limit. It won't let you go over the limit. So keep that in mind. The limit is 280 characters, but that doesn't include all the hashtags and mentions that you put. So basically this blue text here, it's not included in the 280 characters. Also, just stay active on Twitter. So you should be commenting on a lot of posts on Twitter, such as, especially on very, larger and public platforms. So when you comment on those posts, people will see your comments under that post. And if they're, looking at a larger public account and they see your comment under it, they might be able to find your company through that. It's just another way, once again, to get more exposure. Also, retweet content from other accounts. Also, it's good to do that from larger accounts where you can get more exposure. Yeah, but you can just simply retweet by clicking this retweet button in between comment and like. There's a retweet button. You can just simply retweet, but you can also retweet with comment, which is done in this example. So you can retweet with some commentary. Both are great for engagement, and also just, it's great for giving your followers more information. It's great to especially retweet things that are educational that your followers might find relevant. Okay, and that is it for today. Please, put any questions that you have in the chat box, or if you don't want to put them in the chat box, you can just ask them now. When you make your Twitter account, make sure to follow the people relevant to the Charcoal Project and the D-Lab and the Harvest Fuel Initiative, and also follow the entrepreneurs that you have connections with just to start growing your Twitter community. And please email me if you have any more questions about Twitter.
Thanks, Ella. That was great. Anybody have any questions? I would like to reiterate, when you set up your account, please make sure you follow me and the Charcoal Project. The accounts are here. Also, a lot of the other people in the group are on Twitter. We saw examples from Beatrice and Dorothy, and some of the people like Cookswell, Jico. You'll just find that their content is relevant for you and relevant to your followers too. So if you follow them, you can always retweet their content. it's an easy way to generate your own content, quite frankly, without having to do much work. Um, so if I don't see any other questions in the chat box, I think and anybody want to say anything, I think we're just going to thank Abby and Ella for their great presentations. We will make the slides to this and the recording available for those of you if you want to review it. That was a great presentation, guys. And thanks everyone for coming. And I think we're going to, we'll wrap up now. Thank you, everybody. Have a good rest of the day.
Thank you for coming.